Ever wonder what it really takes to build a career in tech with a true global impact? Today, we're not just scanning a resume. We're going to break down the blueprint of a high-impact product leader. Let's dig into the career data of Joseanne Suarez Silver and see what makes her profile so powerful.
Okay, the first thing that just jumps right off the page is this number, 15 plus years. You know, in the tech world, that's not just experience, that's a whole library of knowledge, a long history of solving tough problems. It's a solid foundation. But it's where she built that expertise that really makes the story interesting.
And yeah, that expertise wasn't just built in one place. We're talking about a career that has left its mark on 4 different continents: North America, Latin America, Europe, and Asia. It's this mix of deep experience plus that huge global scope that's so impressive and honestly pretty rare to find.
So here's how we're going to walk through this. First, we'll figure out what makes her tick as a professional. Then, we'll look at her product strategy, see the foundational experience that shaped her, trace her projects across the globe, break down her skills, and then, we'll get to the final verdict.
All right, first up, let's get to the heart of it. Who is she as a professional? What's the real value she brings to a team?
The whole story really boils down to this one idea: a hybrid expert. Think about it. She's not just one thing. She's got the big picture vision of a product manager asking, what should we build? She's got the sharp analytical mind of a business analyst digging into how will this actually work? And she has the practical hands-on experience of a systems consultant who knows how to get it done. That blend is her secret sauce. It closes all the gaps where projects usually fall apart.
Okay, so you've got this hybrid expert, but how does that actually play out in a leadership role? Let's zoom in on her most recent work, where you can really see this unique skill set driving product strategy.
You know, what's so cool about this timeline isn't just that she's moving up, it's the story it tells. She starts on the front lines as an implementation consultant, mastering the how. That hands-on knowledge then becomes the fuel for her role as a business analyst and product owner. And all of that lays the perfect groundwork for her to step up as a product manager, leading the what and the why. This isn't just a career ladder, it's a masterclass in building product leadership from the ground up.
So what's her process actually look like day to day? Well, this is it. It's this complete cycle. See how it starts with the big picture research, then funnels down through defining, prioritizing, and this is huge, collaborating before landing on execution. The key here is that she owns the whole loop. She's not just managing a to-do list, she's the engine driving an idea from a thought bubble all the way to a live product.
And here's the payoff. This is what that process leads to. This isn't just some bullet point. It's about creating a whole new market. She didn't just improve a feature. She saw a gap, built a solution, and opened up a brand new revenue stream for the company. That's the difference between just managing and truly leading.
But how do you develop that kind of vision to see those opportunities in the first place? Well, for that, we have to go back to the very beginning of her career.
For over 10 years, she was an implementation consultant. So what does that mean? It means she was in the trenches, on the ground, with clients, designing solutions, training actual users, and getting her hands dirty in some really complex industries. This is frontline, real-world experience.
And here's the crucial link. That decade of hands-on work wasn't just a job, it was her training ground. It's where she built that deep user empathy that is absolutely non-negotiable for building great products. You just can't learn that kind of real-world understanding from a textbook.
Okay, now let's add what I think is her biggest game changer, this massive global footprint. This is where all that deep experience gets put to the test across different cultures and markets.
This chart just lays it all out visually, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, North America and Europe are her home base, but look at that, a significant number of projects in Latin America. That shows someone who is totally comfortable navigating different business cultures and technical challenges all over the world.
And when you drill down into the details, it gets even more impressive. I mean, check out the variety here. She's designing mail solutions in both Tulsa, Oklahoma and Bangalore, India, 2 very different places. Then she's implementing packaging systems in Buenos Aires and building publication software in England. Each of these projects demands not just technical skill, but a whole lot of cultural adaptability.
So, let's pull all this together and take a quick look at her core skill set, the actual tools and techniques she uses to make it all happen.
This is her toolkit, and what's so great here is the balance. On one side, you have the big picture, strategic skills. On the other, you have the essential, tactical, get-it-done methodologies. She speaks both languages fluently, the language of the boardroom and the language of the dev team.
And this skill right here, this is a force multiplier.
Being fluent in English, Spanish, and Portuguese isn't just a nice-to-have, it's the key that unlocks her ability to work so well across the Americas and with global teams. It just removes all the friction and builds trust instantly.
Okay, let's bring this all home. We've seen the experience, the skills, the global reach. What's the final verdict on this career profile?
But hang on, before we give our own verdict, there's one more piece of data: social proof. By listing a key reference from a former manager at this level, she's showing incredible confidence in her past work. It's a power move that adds a whole other layer of credibility to her story.
So, if you had to boil everything we've talked about down to a single sentence, this is it. She's a proven leader who takes complex, messy needs and translates them into successful products anywhere in the world. That's her value proposition, and every piece of data we've seen backs it up.
At the end of the day, the data paints a really clear picture. This is a leader who could manage the entire journey, from a simple idea to a full-blown global launch. The profile doesn't just list skills, it tells a compelling story of impact. And it really leaves you with one big question, especially for any team looking to scale. Is she the leader for your next go live?